If you've been following along with our videos at Maynestreet Weight Loss, oftentimes I'll give you tips. Oftentimes I'll talk about how you can finally overcome really that excess weight that's driving you crazy. Today, I'm going to talk about something I mentioned a few weeks ago when I talked about things change all the time. 1 minute of food is good for you, the next minute it's not good for you. And one of the ones I mentioned was alcohol. And there's a lot of controversy around alcohol. Is a little bit okay? Is none okay? A while back, we were hearing about wine is good. Mix it with some dark chocolate, or a little bit of whiskey is good. Now suddenly we hear every ounce of alcohol destroys 10,000 brain cells, and no amount of alcohol is good. Interestingly, there are blue zones around the world where people live the longest and the healthiest. And just as an aside, almost all of those populations do have alcohol. So think about that for a minute. But now let's go to the other spectrum, something I learned when I was in New York City earlier today. There are now bars in New York City, and maybe in your city as well, that are alcohol-free. Why? Well, about 22% of millennials aren't drinking, or they're drinking a lot less. And in fact, the generation behind them is drinking even less. So think about that for a minute. Think about people in their 20s going to a bar, an actual bar, where everything else looks the same, but everything on the menu has no alcohol. Why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because you really have to decide what's right for you. And I am going to tell you, if excess weight is one of the things you're working on, think about doing a dry month. Think about maybe if you're in New York, finding one of those bars. But even if you're not, think about just a dry month and see how you feel and see if it makes a difference in that weight you're trying to take off. I'm Debbie Harris. I'm co-owner of Maynestreet Weight Loss. I'm always here to have a conversation with you about whatever it is that's keeping you from liking what you see in the mirror.